Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Anne. Consider subscribing, that big red subscribe button, smash it, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video. So if you are a green card holder, you're planning on getting a fiancé visa, you're planning on bringing your family to join you in the US, that is family reunification, and you're worried about this new Trump ban, you're thinking, oh, does this ban affect me? How can I bring my family here? How can I join my spouse? This video is for you. I will be telling you what your options are and what you could consider doing. But first of all, I want us to address bad information. There's a lot of misinformation going around. Some people are saying that if you are a Nigerian based in Nigeria, you are banned totally from coming or applying for the US visa. That is false. That is fake news. The truth is this new executive ban is an immigrant ban. So that means that you can still apply. You are eligible to apply for a visitor visa. You can apply for a student visa. You can apply for even work permit, yes, and you can apply for a business visa. The difference between what you are eligible for and what you're not eligible for is a temporary basis. If you're coming to the US to stay temporarily, you're not planning to stay permanently, and especially you're coming here to spend a lot of money. As a student, you're spending thousands and thousands of dollars. As a business person, as a visitor, you're bringing in huge chunk of money. The US is telling you welcome, they are opening the door for you. You can apply. They are not stopping you from applying. But you need to remember is that this Trump ban is an executive order, and like I said, if you're planning on coming to join your fiancé or you're trying to bring your wife, your children, you can actually apply for a waiver, and we will talk about that later on in this video. But for the student, for the business person, for the people that want work permit, you are welcome to apply. But do remember this, right? This Trump executive ban has a political undertone. For the fact that you are eligible to apply for a visitor's visa, you're eligible for all these other non-immigrant visa, does not mean you're guaranteed a visa, because it has political undertone. The High Commissioner might be wavering on declining the amount of people that they guarantee, that they approve their visa. So for the fact that you can apply doesn't mean that you will get it. I just want you to know this, because you're spending a lot of money that they are not going to refund to apply for visitors visa. So you can also look at other countries as options. Now let's talk about this 2020 travel ban. I want us to go back to 2017. There's a reason for that. The first Trump travel ban was in 2017, and remember, this executive order, it is not a law. It did not go through Congress. Trump just made this decision by himself in the White House, right? This 2017 ban was called a Muslim ban. It was considered discriminatory, and some advocates group actually challenged this ban, right? They went to court and challenged Trump because they felt like it was discriminating against Muslim people. But Trump now did something. He turned around. There was a loophole, right? He turned around and said it was not a Muslim ban, that it was a ban for the national interest, national security interest of the United States, right? So the Supreme Court in 2018 actually approved the first ban. So what you should understand is that an executive order can and will be challenged in court, because a lot of people are panicking right now. They don't know, and I can understand. I mean, if you've tried for years and years to bring your wife, your children, or your grandmother into the country, and Trump is waking up and making your life miserable, I can understand that. Now let's talk about how does this ban affect Nigeria, because what Trump is saying now in this new ban is that it is for the national interest of America, right? So the thing about that is surprising to me is that Nigerian government and the Trump administration, they work hand in hand to fight against terrorism. The Nigerian government is actually an anti-terrorist government, an anti-terrorist regime. We ought not to be on this travel ban. I think something went wrong with the old diplomatic strategy with the Nigerian government, because we partner with the US on anti-terrorism. How can we be a national threat to the UK? We are a trade partner with them, right? So the thing is this: Trump is now saying to the Nigerian government that if they want to, if they are supposed to leave the list of the countries is banning, they need to improve and share information with Interpol, right? They need to be able to share their database, their citizens database, so they know who is a criminal and who is not a criminal. So we are not going to be on the travel ban permanently if only the Buhari administration can fulfill this part of sharing our information with Interpol, right? So if we're still waiting for the Buhari administration to figure that out, because it's setting up a committee to actually try and understand this ban. So you are eligible to apply for a waiver. Now this waiver situation is very, very tricky, right? The thing is this: you have to qualify on three bases for this waiver. The first basis is that the consulate that was going to grant you this waiver so that this ban does not affect you will check if it is in the US interest to grant you a waiver. Number two, if they are going to reject your waiver, will it cause undue hardship? This is a very, very important point: undue hardship. And number three, if it's going to affect the national security of the US, why they should refuse your waiver. Now the thing is for you to prove is this: your wife, your babies, little babies, your grandmothers are not going to be national security threat to the US. The onus is on you to prove it, and you have to prove it really hard. Like your 1-year-old baby, your 5-month-old baby is not a national security threat to the US. And number two is that the second point, which is very important, is that they have to know that by refusing to grant you this waiver, they are going to cause undue hardship to you. You need to make them understand that family separation is going to cause undue hardship to you. If your wife is stuck in Nigeria and cannot migrate permanently to the US because of this ban, it is going to be difficult for you to have an established family. You cannot raise your children when you are in the US and your wife is in somewhere else, is in Kafansha, is in Lagos. You cannot raise, so you need to hammer on this point about undue hardship and family separation. It's very important for you to remember that point. And the thing is this, right? The issue of national security, it does not make sense. Let us talk about it. It makes absolute no sense, because the US is telling us that we are going to grant people visitors visa, we are going to grant them work permits, we are going to grant business visa, we are going to grant them student visa, but we will not grant Nigerians that want to migrate permanently visa because of national security. Can you see that point does not make any sense? Because if somebody is going to be a national security, they would come with a visitor visa. So basically the US is telling people that come if you have money to spend and leave. Right? They are granting people that want to come on a temporary basis to come, but you that you want to bring your wife, bring your fiancé, bring your family, they are telling you no way, you can't come. So you need to remember that point, right? And the thing is this: some advocacy group are saying that this idea of a waiver is a sham. It is a plaster, a bandage on a wound. It is fake, right? They are saying that this waiver is an opportunity for the US government to waste your time. They are saying that you can actually be on this waiver and be waiting for a result for more than 3 years. It is not guaranteed. They can refuse you without any explanation. This is what some advocacy group and some civil rights movement group are saying in the US, right? So now let's talk about the executive order part of this video. Trump ban is an executive order. It did not go through Congress. it did not, it is not in the constitution, it is not the law of the land. So it means it is not permanent. If the Nigerian administration can fulfill their part with Interpol, or in the new election, if a democratic if the Democrat wins the new presidential election, there is every possibility that this executive order can be reversed. It is possible. When it's time for you to vote, my brother, my sister, go out there and vote the person that has your best interest in heart. This is not a law. It can be challenged in court. I know a lot of people are panicking left, right, center. Calm down. Election is coming soon. It can be changed. It can be challenged. Right, so what should you do right now? What should you do about your family in Nigeria that are stuck? What should you do about your own future? You're trying to get married, you're trying to bring your fiancé here. What should you do? The first thing you should do is that try and find any civil rights groups in your community, in your location. Try and find any advocacy group in your location, because they are trying to challenge this case in court. There is going to be a case, a class lawsuit against this ban, right? People are the points they are going to be hammering on is that this is causing undue hardship to families. It is causing separation. Families, grandmothers, babies are not national security threat. Why is there a double standard? Why are you allowing visitors to come from countries that are banned? You're allowing visitors to come. If you're really genuine about the national security threat to the US, you're allowing visitors, you're allowing business people to come, you're allowing people to have work permits. So it's going to be challenged in court. You should follow up on advocacy group, you should follow up on civil rights group. Number two is that this is a very good option. You should know your Congress member in your constituency. If your Congress member is a Democrat, you need to be banging on their door, you need to be calling them, you need to be emailing them, 24/7, sending them a letter. They need to be of assistance to you. If they are a Democrat, you need to know your Congress member. They are there to represent you. They need to give you information on how to move forward. It's very important. A lot of people, they don't really get involved in town hall meetings. All they are doing is walk, double shift. I understand, but in this case, try to know your Congress member. Try to know their offices. Call them from morning till night. Hammering on them, because the person that is going to suffer is you and your family. So try and know them. And number three is get a good immigration lawyer. This is a very, very complicated, complex case, and it's going to be expensive. But you need an immigration lawyer that can give you a tailor-made approach, right? Because this video I'm doing is for the general public, but you need someone that can tailor your situations for you. Anyway, I don't want to go on too long on this video, but I need to give a shout out to my brother Sylvester. My brother Sylvester gave me the idea for this topic, and I want to say a very big thank you to him. Anyway, like I always say, we've come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed videos like this, consider subscribing, smash that subscribe button, and like I always say, feel free to share this video on WhatsApp, share it on Facebook, share it with your family and friends. Anybody that this US ban is going to be affected, share. And until next time, bye guys.